Good morning. Good morning, especially to those of you watching us from afar, from Zoom and Facebook. We're glad that you're all here. Very grateful to see all of you here. Again, welcome to the light and love that is Unity of Lawrence. As you know, in Unity, we begin everything with prayer. Let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us and listen to this prayer. On this day, we dedicate our hearts to peace on earth. We appreciate each individual's spiritual journey and the abundant blessings bestowed upon us. In unity with all who seek to express freedom, joy, and transformation, we welcome our divine inheritance as creators. We come from love, as love, to be love. In harmony with this truth, we live to the best of our ability with a peaceful mind, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful spirit. And so it is. Amen. As you know, our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there's anything in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see a chaplain following today's service at the front of the sanctuary. And now please stand and join Holly in singing, "I'm Choosing Heaven Today."
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. We're also gonna choose love. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing love today. Let's sing it one more time. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing love today. All right, let's say hello to our neighbors. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. And I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. And I'm walking the road of heaven right now. Singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
Woo! Love that song. Now it's time for our Unity intentions. Please affirm with me Unity's founding principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And now our Unity of Lawrence mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. Now, please welcome our special music guest, Tim Behrens. Thank you. Welcome.
Some days are just disasters, and I don't know what I'm after. I just know it's not here and it's not right now. It's a cyclical confusion, contradictory infusion. The setup camp planted right between my brow. And there's a little poem that I mumble when I make mistakes. When enough is just enough and I'm feeling kinda rough, here is what I'll say. Well, I'll say, uh-oh, oopsie daisy too slow, but I'm not crazy, guess I'm just getting my ducks lined up. Not a train wreck proposition, all the chances I've been wishing. You could call it tough luck, it's just me. Drop this line I've been living by. Don't try to fly to high, don't make a wreck out of things. Well, I say, uh-oh, oopsie daisy too slow, but I'm not crazy, guess I'll just wait and see what tomorrow brings. Some days can be a hazard, and everything plays backward when I'm not sure which way's up and which way's down. For all I try my fumbling, can't find the path. My world sits spins and everything's a blur when I look around. And there's a little duty that I sidestep when I slip up. When enough is just enough and I'm feeling kinda rough, here is what I'll say. Well, I say, uh-oh, oopsie daisy too slow, but I'm not crazy, guess I'm just getting my ducks lined up. Not a train wreck proposition, all the chances I've been wishing. You could call it tough luck, it's just me. Drop this line I've been living by. Don't try to fly to high, don't make a wreck out of things. Well, I say, uh-oh, oopsie daisy too slow, but I'm not crazy, guess I'll just wait and see what tomorrow brings.
Thank you. Karen Langsford is a Unity Prayer Chaplain at UOL. She came to Unity over 20 years ago and was a chaplain at Unity Temple on the Plaza for 7 years. She works in the health support services at Cottonwood Industries and claims Lawrence as her new home. Welcome, Karen.
Dee da dee da dee da 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 dun da 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 da. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that final Jeopardy question. You didn't come here for a quiz, but you got it. Carl Jung said that humanity's greatest passion is for dee da dee da dee da dum. How much did you bet, sir? You are incorrect. Any guesses? Knowledge. Love. What? Community. I'm sorry, you're all wrong. It's laziness. I knew it, huh? I resent that remark because I resemble that remark. Dogs and cats sleep for 18 hours a day. You know, I think they might have, yeah, but we spuddle around, and spuddle is this old word that means that we're working ineffectively because our mind is somewhere else. And so I have to say that as I spuddled around trying to put this talk together, I realized that one of the confusing things about will comes from the old teachings of it's God's will, or if God wills it, it'll be so. Or what is God's will for my life? Do I have a will? Do I have free will? Is it against God's will? Is it with God's will? Is everything predetermined, or is it all just chaos? And who is will? Well, from what I can tell, from things that I've read, God's will for us is to love. And to love every atom and cell of our bodies, to be a conduit and a creator of love. So now on to the power of spiritual will. Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, he places this spiritual power in our forebrain. It's the color silver, and Matthew is the disciple given this power, and I still couldn't figure out why in reading his work. But the will is the ability to choose, decide, command, determine, and direct. It is the executive power of the mind, and the will is where thoughts and ideas meet action. This power works well with understanding, imagination, and wisdom. Now, from the book of Secret Wisdom, this lovely gem, it says, the will is a driving, fiery force which awakens the energy concealed in matter. The will is the fire in action that forms matter, and that everything in the universe is created through will. And continuing from this book, man has power over all kinds of matter and energy. Therefore, the goal of evolution is the development of the will right up to full control over the elements of the kingdom of nature. The human will is capable of overcoming everything, including karma. Its power may be developed without limit. Now that's a little frightening. Let's remember what Marianne Williamson said. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light that frightens us more than our dark. But we have some reason to be fearful, or at least thoughtful, about this power, because we can use the will for either light or dark. And we have seen that in our world, in the abuse of will in such ways that causes world wars, Putin's war, the development of all kinds of killing machines and the atomic bomb, and even the murder of a man named Jesus, because that was not God's will. according to the secret book of wisdom. Um, this is the use of the will by the levels of the sense consciousness and the personality consciousness, and also by unconsciousness. But when it's used by the higher self-consciousness, the will can create miracles, like the Findhorn Gardens. And I don't know if you've ever heard of the Findhorn Gardens. I'm actually going to go to Pam Grout's book because she did such a lovely synopsis, and I love her sense of humor. But you've probably never heard of Peter and Eileen Cady, but I'll bet the name Findhorn rings a bell. Remember that garden in Scotland that yielded cabbages big enough to knock over a postal truck? Well, Peter and Eileen Cady are the folks who grew those 40-pound cabbages. And they did it by focusing their thoughts on a higher truth. They certainly didn't have anything else going for them. In fact, when the Cadys and their 3 sons and a fellow spiritual seeker, Dorothy McLean, moved into the trailer on that wind-blown peninsula that juts out into the North Sea, the land could best be described as dead and profitless. Nobody in their right mind would have chosen it as a place to grow anything, let alone a garden. The soil, if you could call it that, consisted of rocks and sand. The gales were strong enough to knock over the average second grader. And their less than better homes locale was smack dab between a garbage dump and a dilapidated garage. Let's see here. But by focusing on higher truth, they created a garden that can only be described as miraculous. And at the time that they started their experiment in higher consciousness, the Cadys had never gardened, nor did they have money to invest in gardening supplies. They were broke, to put it mildly. Peter had been laid off, and they were living off of his unemployment, which at that time was roughly $20 a week. Now, this was in the 1960s, and I think $20 maybe went a little further, but that's not a lot. So no, they actually started growing vegetables for one reason. They thought it would be a nice gesture to feed their 3 growing boys. But as they began their consciousness, but as they began aligning their consciousness with spiritual truth and nothing else, all sorts of strange things happened. Straw bales fell off of passing trucks just in time to mulch. Leftover bags of cement mix mysteriously showed up in the neighbor's trash bin just in time to pour a patio. Their plants, while the crops of their neighbors suffered, became resistant to diseases and pests. And eventually people started flooding to the Cadys' garden, and today Findhorn is a prosperous spiritual community which attracts thousands of seekers a year. And I looked it up, and they have currently about 400 residents in an eco-village that has grown, and they produce their own power through solar and wind. I mean, it just looks beautiful. And Peter says, you can bring about anything by your thoughts. Align yourself with God consciousness, and you can bring about truth in material form. What you think, you create. There is no power on earth that can cut you off from this source, except your own consciousness. That's where we go and kink the hose. So, that is truly some mighty spiritual will at work. And further from the Book of Secrets, since the will is fire, the freedom of will is sacred. So we can develop this will unlimitedly, and it's sacred. Now, also in this book, fire is defined as the supreme primary energy of the subtlest vibration, which is the foundation of the universe. So the will is the fire is the foundation of the universe, so freedom of will is sacred, and making this a very potent, a very powerful faculty in our being. We've heard the old adage, where there's a will, there's a way, right? And we've seen and heard of examples about the will to live, animals and people going through really dark times or physical trials and illnesses, but they had that will to live. In fact, the freedom of will is so sacred that it cannot be destroyed, even if it leads to darkness or actions that we would consider evil. Will is the ability of the human spirit to control fiery energies, as mastering the will is mastering the fire within. Let me reread that. Will is the ability of the human spirit to control fiery energies, so mastering the will is mastering the fire within. So with this in mind, I want to touch on to our founding principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. So is all this bad stuff in the world, is that God? Well, bad is a perception from our viewpoint that we use to define events or people or places or things that are not to our liking. But cosmic laws will doom the evil will, as the laws will not stand to be violated. So I trust the cosmic laws, and I turn my focus into mastering my will and my inner sacred fire. So when I do stand up for what I believe in is right, I am vibrating with that love. Again, from the Book of Secret Wisdom, the will can be governed either by the brain or the heart. But since the heart is the center of fiery energy of spirit, the will of the brain is the weaker of the two. A will that is affirmed and permeated by the fires of the heart is infinitely stronger. Now, in our recent meditation retreat, Holly shared some information from Dr. Sue Morter, who is a master of bioenergetic medicine and a quantum field visionary and the author of 7 energy codes. And Holly shared that these 7 things that are wholly within our control, and in a world that feels out of control, it's nice to know that we have control of something. And the 7 things that we have wholly within our control are what we eat, what we drink, how we rest, how we move, how we breathe, how we think, and how we feel. And I think this is a good time to mention that many affirmations begin with an I am sort of statement, but I will affirmations might be just as powerful. For instance, I will be mindful of what I choose to eat. I will be mindful to give myself plenty of rest. I will be creative in how I move and get movement into my life. You know, I will be thoughtful about what I'm thinking and before I say it. And I will be mindful of how I feel and discover the source of it within myself. Those are just some ideas, but the I will can be a very powerful way to start your affirmations. And Dr. Morter also talks about the 3 brains of our physical system. There's the gut brain, there's the heart brain, and the head brain, the enteric, cardiac, encephalic. And how the gut brain, she talks about how it actually informs the heart brain, which filters up to the top brain. And the reverse is also possible, where the brain, the upper brain, talks to the heart brain and then talks to the gut brain. But there are so many messages that our brains take in per day. It's amazing. So she gives a breathing technique that I would like to talk through, and then I'd like to have us try it. And it's about getting consciously present in the body, but also expanding into the quantum field. And it's designed as a breath work that can be done as you go about your day and can help you turn on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the system that helps us to realize that everything is okay, that it relaxes the system, it brings down the level of cortisol, and so it's a very helpful way to breathe. So the first thing is to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then bring them down. And this opens up that heart brain. And then you tighten the base of the pelvic bowl, much like a Kegel exercise, or right at the base and the tip of the spine. And then, keeping the head level, the nose forward, you gaze upwards with your eyes, and you feel that kind of tension across the forehead, but it helps to guide you to that place in the center of the head where the pineal and the pituitary gland are. And the idea is that you could drop the plum all the way down through, and that you're creating this channel. And then you want to open or have the breath go down deep into the base of the lungs and fill the belly first. After it's like kind of a belly breathing. Breathing in all the way deeply and filling the upper lungs. And then as you release, the idea is that you, even though the breath is going in and out of your mouth and nose, you're releasing breath out through the top of the head, and you're breathing back in through the top of the head and filling up, and then you breathe out through the base of the spine, sending your breath down into the earth, and then you breathe back up from the earth and fill in the belly, and then fill up, and then breathe out and up to the top of the spine and out the head, and then back into the head and filling up, and then out to the base of the spine and sending that energy down into the Mother Earth and pulling up the Mother Earth energy all the way up and filling, and then releasing to the sky energy. And I don't know if you're kind of doing a little bit of that, but do you feel that channel inside of you? That's the physical and the breathing part. So do you want to try that? It'll kind of lead you through that a little bit. So you squeeze the shoulder blades and then let them go down, settling down. That opens up the heart, and then squeeze at the base of the tailbone, that bottom of the pelvic bowl. And then you, even with your eyes closed, you can gaze upwards and you can sense that inner place in the head. And you breathe in and just really let it fill up the belly. And as you breathe out, you send it up and out through the top of the head, breathing in the sky energy, filling the belly, breathing out the base of the spine, breathing back in the energies of the earth, filling the belly and the full lungs, and then breathing out into the sky and breathing back in. And I hope you can sense and feel that channel. And it's in that channel that you can put forth your intentions in a meditation, or your intentions for that moment in time that you're perhaps needing to use that breath. But it's a wonderful tool that can help you to regulate and master your emotions and your thoughts. And I want to come back to what Charles Fillmore wrote in The 12 Powers of Man. He said, in the present state of human consciousness, people use the intellectual will to excess. The remedy is daily relaxation, meditation, and prayer. And he says, will as exercised by man is the negative pole of the great executive force of the universe. The recognition of this in silent meditation opens the will to the inflow of this mighty moving principle, and the power that moves to action the members of the body reaches into the invisible realm of ideas and controls the elements. It was the comprehension of the will universal that enabled Jesus to say to the wind and the waves, "Peace, be still." So you can reach into that universal will as you develop your will through that peaceful meditation and intentions. And I read a story, I'm going off book here, about an Indian woman, and there was a terrible storm coming, and it was a tornado, and she had all of her family safely tucked away, but she stood out, and with whatever prayers she did, she sent that tornado away from them. And it was the recollection of her granddaughter, I think, in this thing that I read. And I just really believe that, somebody who's that connected with nature could be in tune with the forces that can move things. And so we can develop our will. And it is a very strong faculty. And it's not to be used lightly or unconsciously or from the sense of personality. But aligned with God or universal consciousness, it can bring forth good miracles in your life. And finally, from the Book of Secrets, the collective will of humanity is a frightful force. It is so strong that to destroy it, in the case of disastrous errors, whole planetary catastrophes are required, as was the case with Atlantis. After all, it was the will of the people that led the planet to this, in breach of cosmic laws. Even the stellar rays, which created favorable or neutralizing conditions for the establishment of certain phenomena in earthly world, do not control, but merely urge a particular course of action. Yet the most powerful and often decisive factor is the collective will of humanity. Hence, even though the transfiguration of the whole world depends on it, still, everyone can make themselves into whatever they desire. For myself, I think I would like to do as Ram Dass suggested. As you dissolve into love, your ego fades. You're not thinking about love. You're just being love, radiating like the sun. And a final word from Eckhart Tolle. A significant portion of the Earth's population will soon recognize, if they haven't already done so, that humanity is faced with a stark choice: evolve or die. Viva la evolution. And now, Tim, come on up.
Anything is possible when the world sings along. Find your own voice in it, sing your own song. Tapping through the days and counting the ways to be free, be me, just floating and strong. The impossible is it possible after all? Is it possible after all? After all. Everything is made of light, disguised by the rain, and backwards and lonely and lost in the pain. With so many ways to get turned by the road, the shadows might linger, but the shine it still knows. The impossible is it possible after all? After all. that's built upon a single breath. In moments where there's nothing left, the story has been told 1,000 times. Floating on the sea for all the things you want to be, and everything is waiting, just hold on the line of the impossible. Is it possible after all? It is possible after all. After all.
All right. So, squeeze your shoulder blades together and tuck under the tailbone and raise the gaze upwards. Sense that center of the head and fill up that belly full of breath and let it release out the top into the sky. And breathe in the sky energies and fill the belly and release down into the Mother Earth. And breathing in the earth energy, filling the belly and filling full and sending it out the top. Create that channel where love can vibrate. Continue the simple, relaxed breathing in that open channel, flowing upwards and out and downwards, connecting to that vibratory quantum field. I am, I create, I will let vibrations be who I am. I bring in the higher levels of love, of peace, of understanding. And as I continue to breathe and feel that connection, I know everything is all right in my world, and that I am the creator, and that I am a good creator, and I create with those around me and with the power of my will. I can be a miracle and see miracles around me. Simply sitting in the silence then for just a few moments. We'll just be breathing in the quantum field. Oh, cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of the mission of love. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities that are present now. For love is the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. So it is. So we come back to the shared space and time. Breathe deeply and take with you that love and that power. Bless you all.
Dreaming of the days gone by. Every single one of them I know I tried to have no regrets, but still I see all the roads I couldn't have walked, all the souls I couldn't talk to, every past opportunity. And I know it's hard to learn and grow, to keep our forward past and told, and try and see the turns we should take. There's gotta come a time, find a common mind, where we find our peace and we let them lie. Here and now, it's the only choice we'll make. Only for a moment should I entertain the ghost that stole all the paths I could not bear to see. No regrets and I forget, this is all, this is it. From here on out, I'll set my choices free. That's right, every choice that I made, I'll set free. There's a lot of friends I didn't meet, there's a lot of empty memories, but I hold the places for them to my heart. In the spaces in between, I've built these walls that go unseen, and to fight my ghost, that's where I'll need to start. And I know it's hard to learn and grow when we hold ourselves back, you know, playing these things like a movie in our minds. And we gotta send a message back to our points where we got off track and tell ourselves that things have worked out fine. Things worked out, so only for a moment should I entertain the ghost that's stolen all the paths I could not bear to see. All the regrets and I'm forgetting, this is all, this is it. From here on out, I'll set my choices free. That's right, every choice that I made, I'll set free. To all the paths I couldn't take, and here's a song that I wrote to say. To all
Wow, thank you, Tim. I need to set my choices free, trust me. Maybe some of you do too. Okay, here we are. As our ushers come forward for our time of thanks, nice to see you. Let's invite you to join me as you hold your gifts to this community in your hands and love in our hearts, and let's affirm together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. As the love offering is collected, please join Holly in singing Witness.
This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I'm meant to be. This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I'm meant to be. Letting it in, letting it flow, letting it go where it will go, letting the power of your presence show the way. Letting it in, letting you know, letting you lead that I might follow, being a witness to your presence every day. Being a witness to your presence every day. Being a witness to your presence every day.
Ushers come forward. Here's our prayer of thanks. Please listen. We are grateful and we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We bless the givers who give their time, talent, and treasure. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again. And so it is. Amen. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you for joining us. If you would like more information about the Unity Movement and Unity of Lawrence, pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. The lunch bunch is going to Aladdin Cafe at 10:00. I got it. We'll try it again. Aladdin Cafe at 1021 Massachusetts Street. All are welcome. It's back to school time and we have a chance to donate school supplies for this school year. There's a list in the foyer and a box by the door. Let's support our kids. Deadline is August 15th. Spirit on the Move. This is the first of 3 events for everyone to enjoy. Join Pat Phillips on Saturday, August 20th for yoga from 9 to 10 a.m. in the sanctuary. This session will include gentle stretches, basic yoga poses, and a grounding meditation. Participants, please bring your own mats. Family Fun Night, Saturday, August 27th from 4 to 6 p.m. in the parking lot or Fellowship Hall, depending on the weather. More information to come. Our weekly open meditation group meets on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. in the sanctuary. Everyone is welcome. Come early and join us Sunday mornings for a time of fellowship at 10:30 a.m. downstairs. Enjoy coffee and treats with your Unity community. Please join us next Sunday when Lana Marie Haas brings the message, Longing, Listening, and the Path of Poetry. Special music with Star Sister Revival. And one more quick announcement. As you know, I spoke to you last week about the board deciding to redo our landscaping. And out of nowhere, we got an anonymous donation to cover the cost of that. So, prosperity reigns, doesn't it? And now do we have youths? We'll sing in our youths when they get here.
All right, let's go ahead and stand up. We'll welcome in.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So this is sadly my last Sunday for the, I know, I'm really sad, but it's okay because we had a really fun time today. Although I will say we didn't learn much, we did spend some valuable time with each other, and I will cherish it forever because it makes me really sad because now I'm going to college and I won't be able to hang out with you guys. So I think today was just a good goodbye day. We played with Play-Doh, we finished the rest of the puzzles, we're officially done. It was great. So, do you guys have anything to say? No? Okay.
Okay, congregation, let's bless our youth. Rub your hands together. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you.
Aiden, do you want to give it back to them? Okay. We love you.
We love you, we bless you, and we behold the divinity in you.
Thank you, Aiden.
So much. And because our vision is celebrating a peaceful and abundant world for all, let's join in singing the peace song.